Welcome to another World of Tanks subscriber replay. My name as always is Maxwell, and today's video is from the user Viz07. That's Viz07. He's driving the Cromwell for an encounter battle on Himmelsdorf, and the Cromwell is the tier 6 British medium tank. And actually during the public testing on the test server, this was one of my favourite medium tanks, the Cromwell. A lot better than the Comet. Sorry, just a bit confused as to what happened there. That M7 got tracked by the enemy clearly and then decided to shoot the Cromwell in the ass. Maybe he thought he was a bot as he kept crashing into the wall, but so decided to have a shot at him. Or maybe he was just raging because he got his track taken out and was clearly dead right at the beginning of the game. So no idea what was going on there or why he decided to have a shot at him. Didn't even write anything in the chat, just literally shot him in the ass. So anyway, back to the game at hand. It looks like the enemy's committed a large force to... Wow, Viz isn't having a good time driving at the moment. That's a few walls he's driven into now and just got shot in the back of the turret. Luckily that one bounced. So it looks like the enemy's committed a large force to the top of the hill. They've got a couple of tank destroyers up there right now, which is probably what is shooting him in the back of the head at the moment. I'm just going to head up and try and head off this T50. Luckily, the Cromwell has the speed, maneuverability and reload speed on the cannon to easily be able to catch the T50, and if he was going to decide to try and circle around him, would easily have the hull traverse and turret traverse to be able to stop him. So the enemy starting a very early base capture, probably not going to come off as most of their forces are on the hill, although actually looking at the score, they are getting stomped at the moment, 10-4. So down 6 tanks already, and at this stage in the game, that is going to be lethal. So it's going to be very, very difficult for them to come back from this match here. Luckily managed to get that KV-1 set on fire and pretty much taken out of the game. In fact, there he goes, taken out of the game. So that's a decent tank gone. Just going to come up and try and get this T-34-85 and catch him unawares. Should have the gun and reload speed to be able to take him out without reply. There we go, able to take out the T-34. So that's the second kill of the match so far. So there's only 4 of them left. So what they're going to do here is just get together and try and get this base capture off as quickly as possible, as the enemy committed most of their forces to the north. Unfortunately, it looks like they have people in the south, the centre and the north here to stop this base capture. But just picking off that Panzer IV there who was lurking in the south, it's going to be one less gun pointing at the capture point when they try and get this one done. Luckily this 1S is going to be focusing on the KV-1 and the guy who's actually doing the base capture, so not really going to be focusing on the Cromwell, and the Cromwell's just able to come up behind him and take him out. So who is that? That is capturing. That is a KV-1S. So just going to leave him to capture, because the thing goes up so slowly that 2 tanks in there really doesn't make that much difference. And he's just going to head out and try and head people off and take them out before they are able to get in and put a stop to it. Luckily the Cromwell's top speed is enough to be able to circle around this KV-1, and his ally there is able to finish him off. So spots out a Hellcat, no idea what he's doing in there while a base capture is going on, probably hoping he can get his gun over the top of that rubble and take out the Cromwell while he was dueling with that KV-1. Unfortunately it is not to be, as the rubble is slightly too high. So just going to play tag with this guy and run around behind him as he's driving forwards. But it's just 2 of them left now. The 1S who is doing the base capture, in fact it looks like his base capture has been put a stop to, so not able to finish that one off. But the Cromwell's doing a very good job now, gotten himself 5 kills, although he has lost 2/3 it looks like of his hit points. But this hurts totally focused on the 1S and not paying attention to his flanks, so the Cromwell's just going to easily come up behind him and should be able to finish him off right now with that shot. And who was that in the background? Is that a Leopard trying to get shots in on the rear of the 1S? Not going to be able to do it, and the Cromwell's just going to come round and should be able to pick him off. In fact, using the light tank's own tactics against him and circling around him, using his speed to his advantage to be able to take him out. Unfortunately, the Leopard, wow, the Leopard rams the KV-1S and is able to eliminate him there, so sacrificing his own life to take out the KV-1S. But it looks like there is artillery piece for the enemy, and Viz-07 here in the Cromwell with 220 hit points left. So just going to play a game of chicken here and see who comes around the corner first, because either one should be able to finish the other off with a single shot. In fact, the Su-5 would probably survive the first shot from the Cromwell because of its low damage gun being British, but the Cromwell would probably get destroyed by the Su-5 if he manages to land a shot. So just going to reverse down behind the buildings until he is out of that 15-meter range and disappears, and then he's going to reverse around and come at him from a different angle, because once you're out of that 15-meter range then you will disappear. So he's just going to maneuver himself around and try and come at this artillery piece, who, fingers crossed, should still be focused on that gap, hoping that that's not where he comes from, although he should have probably used that opportunity to reposition himself, but he hasn't. And he's not going to be able to... Oh, that one bounced. Is he going to be able to get a shot? No, he isn't. That is such a shame. Taken out there. Last tank eliminated for the win. So that's 8 kills for Viz-07 there, using the Cromwell to the maximum of its abilities. The British tanks aren't known for their excellent play, but the Cromwell, like I said, I really enjoy using it. And as you can see here, when used to its strengths, which is flanking, its speed, its maneuverability, and its fast-firing gun, you can really use it to wreak havoc on your opponent. That game was looking all but lost, and then he was able to turn it around. There will be end plates at the end of this one, so stick around if you like to see that information. So thanks very much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time.